What's going on, guys? If you could do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. I sure appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. So, now it's being said that Auburn wants Will Muschamp, and yes, I did say Auburn wants Will Muschamp as their next head coach. And on top of that, it's being said that Auburn wants Lane Kiffin as their head coach. Now, two things. Does Will Muschamp want to leave Georgia to go to Auburn to be Auburn's head coach? His son does, well, I'm not going to say plays for Georgia, but his son is on the team. Is he better off as a defensive coordinator than a head coach? Should he give the head coaching position another shot? He might not want to leave Georgia. He might be happy right where he's at. I don't know if he would want to take on that role and that responsibility again, being a head coach. And right now, Auburn is a dumpster fire. When will Auburn send Harsin packing? Now, I've also heard that Harsin is up for the Arizona State job after Arizona State fired Herm Edwards. Maybe that's a good place for Harsin to go, is Arizona State. But now, if Auburn, or should I say, if Harsin ends up leaving Auburn on his own, I believe he'll owe Auburn money than if Auburn fires him. But to me, Harsin needs to be out of Auburn. Like I said, that place is a dumpster fire right now. Their recruiting isn't up to par. And I believe if he loses one or two more games, and they have conference games coming up with Tennessee, Arkansas, LSU, Tennessee, I believe that if he loses one more game, he will be fired. Now, I did say I think he would be fired within a week or two in my last video. But I believe if he does lose one more game, they will fire him. He just can't recruit the talent to Auburn. And Auburn used to get talent. And their recruiting talent has dropped off tremendously. Big time. Now, Lane Kiffin. Like I said, I've heard that Auburn wants Lane Kiffin as their next head coach as well. And I'm going to tell you, and y'all can agree or disagree with me, but Lane Kiffin would be a heck of a coach for Auburn. But once again, what coach is going to want to leave to go coach at that dumpster fire, that trash hole that Auburn has gotten to be? And like Will Muschamp, I don't think Lane Kiffin's gonna leave Ole Miss to go coach at Auburn. If Lane Kiffin accepted that position, head coach position at Auburn, he's out of his mind. He has it made at Ole Miss. He brings in talent at Ole Miss. So I do not see Lane Kiffin going to Auburn, and I don't think Auburn has the money to get him to come coach for him anyway. And I think any coach that takes the Auburn job or does want that Auburn job, they're gonna want full control. And I don't think Auburn will do it. And back on the Muschamp thing, I think Muschamp is better off being a coordinator than a head coach. To me, I just don't think Will Muschamp has the head coaching material. I just don't think he's suited to be a head coach. He's more suited being a defensive coordinator than a head coach. And there's a lot of good coaches out there better than Will Muschamp. And I believe we all know that. When I seen that Auburn wanted Will Muschamp as a head coach, I said they got to be losing their mind. And like I said, Will Muschamp, I believe Will Muschamp is happy right where he's at. And I think he loves and enjoys coaching with Kirby Smart. with Mike Bobo. No. Yeah, Mike Bobo. But I believe he really loves and enjoys what he's doing right now. I don't think you could get Will Muschamp from Georgia. Me personally, I think he's stuck at Georgia. I don't think he's leaving Georgia. I think he'll stay right there at Georgia until he says he is done coaching. He's retiring and going to spend more time with his family. I think Auburn can get a decent head coach. It's just who wants to go, or I shouldn't even say who wants to go, who is willing to accept the Auburn head coaching job. Y'all leave some comments down below and let me know who y'all think Auburn should hire as their next head coach. So now it is being said that Auburn either wants Lane Kiffin as their next head coach or Will Muschamp. Well, first, you got to get Brian Harsin out of there. And I think that is about to happen real soon, guys. Like I said, if he loses one or two more games, he's canned. I think Auburn will wind up canning him. And they might not can him if he loses one or two more games. They might let him finish out the season and then firing. But if it was me, I'd probably get rid of him before the end of the season. That program over there has went downhill. They have no quarterback. They have no offensive line. Their defense ain't all that great. I mean, he is just not recruiting the talent he needs for that program. Y'all be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and share, and that thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. It helps my channel out greatly. Definitely smash that subscribe and that notification bell. Will Muschamp to Auburn. Well, you know, Will Muschamp was Auburn's defensive coordinator couple years ago. But how true is it, or is it just a rumor that they want Will Muschamp or Lane Kiffin as their next head coach? We'll all find out after they send Brian Harsin packing. mean, you gotta. Tank Bigsby's a real good running back, and they running him way too much. That man's gonna be wore out before half the season gets here. We only going into the 4th week. So who do you think should be Auburn's next head coach? Leave a comment down below. If you think it should be Will Muschamp or Lane Kiffin. Who would jump on that job first? And I've also heard, besides Harsin being the top candidate for the Arizona State job, I've also heard that Georgia's offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, is a prime candidate for that head coaching position. And I think he'd be a pretty good head coach for Arizona State. And it's like I said in my video yesterday, I am glad to see Todd Monken's play calling this year. That Saturday's game, he called an amazing game plan. Way lot better than last year's play calling. Now, maybe not to a lot of y'all, but he's done a lot better. You can tell that he's stepped his play calling up this year. I had somebody comment earlier that he's making it easy for Bennett. I don't know if he's making it easy for Bennett, but he's doing a tremendous job. And me personally, I don't think he's doing play calls to make it easier on Bennett. He's going with the play call that helps against the opponent. Now, I'm not going to live stream this weekend against when we play Kent State. I'll probably go live the following weekend or the weekend after that. I don't know if we got a bye week after Kent State. I'll have to look at the schedule. I appreciate everybody that watches my channel. And like I said, if you enjoy watching and listening to my channel, be sure to smash pound that subscribe and notification. It will notify you when I put out a new video. So y'all please pound away that subscribe button. And I'll tell you, while I'm sitting here thinking, running through my head, I'll tell you another coach that I think is going to lose his job. And that's Georgia Tech's head coach. That man, that is another coach that has lost it. They need to fire him as well. I don't believe that guy knows how to coach. Supposedly he was a good coach when he was coming to Georgia Tech. He hadn't shown nothing or done nothing since he's been there. So he might be the next coach to get run off. So when do you think Auburn will send Brian Harsin packing? I am all ready for the weekend to get here. Already. I am ready for some football. Appreciate everybody that watches and tunes into my channel. Y'all have a great Tuesday afternoon. And like always, win, lose, or tie, I'm a Dog fan till the day I die. Go Dog!